Opened back in 2003, have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now a guy who grew up just south of here across the river, Jonathan Taylor. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit and kick out of bounds, they say, right at the 50-yard line.
At the 50-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Working from the gun. Wentz flushed out right. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Buda Baker on the
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
The ball carrier.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
The score, Eagles 7, Cardinals nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
He'll buy some time right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
He was brought down.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
A gain of 12.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Eagles 7, Cardinals nothing.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to Taylor on first down. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Again, the ball
and give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Shotgun now for Wentz. Sanders has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's third down.
Down and 10.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check 33.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Sanders. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Sanders again, the ball
Tackle
carrier.
made by Everson Griffin.
Down at the 35-yard
The
line.
last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Now Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Sanders, the
A
ball
1-yard
carrier.
gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain on
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
on the keeper.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
To throw, it's Murray. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And the Cardinal first down.
On first down, Taylor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check.
Now Murray off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. Going to throw deep for the end zone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he is all the way up past the 25.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
First and 10.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
That is caught at the 7. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jonathan Taylor, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. The CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw again on second down. Wentz, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call. And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
A final shot before half for Murray. Rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. The Eagles Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
Good for an Eagle.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now Huntley. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. Jason Huntley. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with the fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Yeah, force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Man left, man left. Three down. Hey, check Mike 33. Check.
On third and long, it's Wentz. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's good.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. The receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Taken down at the
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And that is incomplete here. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Third down and 7.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Not today, you are. Not today. Mike's 43. Mike's 43.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's into the clear. The 40. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals. Touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
Justin Tucker.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Intercepted.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
That good for 19 and a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And a Cardinal first down.
Taylor. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Eagles' 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. No surprise there, third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Pulls it in at the 13. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The sack by Jordan Willis. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think can absorb that contact.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. And now your discipline comes into question. Having poise at this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Cardinals 27.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Back to throw it, Murray. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
For the point after.
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
15. 1st down, Cardinals.
He'll look to throw. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Another run here with Sanders. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. On the run, it's Huntley. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, You can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Eagles, it took a few weeks, but they're into the win column now at 1-3. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.